You'll be shocked when you hear that Getz just destroyed 4 women at once and Whoopi couldn't even think of what to say. Interested? Let's figure it out together.
I was just wondering if you were wearing black as a consequence of, like, the death of the political left in the debate last night. It was quite something to observe.
You know, don't count the dead yet, the bodies. Let's give it a little time before we count.
Well, Joe Biden, at least. I mean, I was hoping that maybe Whoopi's bell could wake up the Biden campaign if you hit it.
I thought he was actually, he didn't do any harm to himself last night.
What state's he going to win? I mean, this is a man who's, the fundamental premise of the Biden campaign is that he's electable and he can't seem to win elections. So now you have socialist Bernie Sanders against billionaire Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. Well, the Republicans love a billionaire. They love money. So what are you talking about?
Well, Michael Bloomberg used to be a Republican. It's fascinating that right now the Democratic Party is likely not going to nominate a Democrat. They're either going to nominate a socialist or someone who some time ago was a Republican.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How quickly he destroyed them. That was amazing. The presenters couldn't even open their mouths as they were removed. Matt Getz made a lot of arguments in favor of the Republicans, and the fact that the Democrats are a terrible party was clear from the first seconds.
Well, let's talk about...
None of them. I don't think any of them are going to beat the president. I think we have a raging economy right now. The American family is seeing revenue pour in as a consequence of higher wages, more productivity, more business investment, more capital coming from overseas into our nation.
Donald Trump was a Democrat first.
He was. We've all sort of been politically square dancing for a while, and I think that we're in a time of real political realignment in our country.
Let's talk about your boss for a second, because yesterday...
Well, my boss are the people of Northwest Florida.
Yeah, okay. So yesterday, Trump...
Well, don't dismiss them. It's the highest concentration of active duty military in the country.
It's true.
And I know Megan's dad served there, so you can attack me if you want, but don't attack my constituents.
I'm not attacking you, I'm asking you a question.
God, it's like I'm in a roast where they destroy all the hosts of the show at once. It's so funny to watch them fail at one guest. Their whole system is down and they just sit there and do nothing and shut their mouths.
Okay. Yesterday, Trump announced he's appointing another loyalist of his, Rick Grinnell, as his acting director of national intelligence. But Grinnell, as you know, has absolutely no intelligence experience. And he's overseeing all 17 of our intel agencies. He stands between us and the next ISIS attack. And you know, I don't know that it's a smart idea to put somebody who's inexperienced like that, and who's also a yes man, in that position. He's going to have to tell Trump things that he's not going to want to hear. You know how he doesn't like that. Trump doesn't like that.
Well, actually, if you look at the team he's assembled with people like John Bolton, the president regularly surrounds himself with people who disagree with him. I think some of the most spirited discussions I've had have been with Lindsey Graham, Rand Paul, myself, and the president discussing foreign policy. But on Rick Grinnell, 50 years ago, a gay man or a woman would not be able to serve in our intelligence community. There were teams of people that went to find out if people were gay.
Wait a second.
And they would, we'll get into Grinnell's qualifications, but just for a moment, I would like to take a second to reflect on the fact that it is a good thing in this country that we do not ban gay people from being able to patriotically serve in the intelligence community.
Just transgendered people.
Well, we shouldn't be banning anybody based on who they are and who they love.
Well,
that's not the kind of Republican I am, and it's not the kind of Republican the president is. So on Rick's qualifications, 8 years at the UN, 2 years in Germany.
Yeah.
He advised the Security Council. And Berlin, where he was active, is one of the hotbeds of intelligence activity. Nothing happens there without the chief of station and the ambassador working together. So Rick Grinnell is very qualified.
So
I think it is a breakthrough appointment.
Okay, stop.
It's true, Trump often picks very uncomfortable people to help him. But you know what you can say for sure is that they are highly skilled professionals who are up to the task. Compared to the same people that Biden picked, they're just heaven and earth. Isn't that right?
Actually, you know what?
And I think
it is just.
I think we agree on this. About pardon power. Now, the president has been on a pardon spree, and many think he's about to pardon Roger Stone, his longtime friend and one-time campaign advisor, who's being sentenced, I think, any minute now. They're in a break for crimes of obstructing justice, witness tampering, lying to Congress. Do you think Trump should pardon Roger Stone?
I do, and I think that it requires a review of the pardon power.
Come on.
Barack Obama pardoned over 1,700 people. Bill Clinton pardoned 459 people. Bill Clinton pardoned 16 people who were a member of a Puerto Rican terrorist organization that planned murders at the Franz Tavern here in the United States of America.
Perhaps that wasn't the right thing to do.
When we designed our Constitution, there were vestiges of the British monarchy that Americans Americans still had some reverence for. And one was the notion that the executive, that the sovereign, could extend unlimited grace
Did you just
for
say
any
the
reason
sovereign?
Oh, my
or
God.
no reason
But
at all.
Council Trump
Yeah,
is
that
the
was
king?
an element of the British.
Shout out and outbid the guest. That's the motto of The View's successful broadcast. Getz just destroyed 4 women at the same time, and Whoopi couldn't even think of what to say. Awesome. He really did a good job of defending the views of Republicans and Trump, among others. What do you guys think about that? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to check out other shocking news on the channel.